I'm sitting here in the boring room. It's just another rainy Sunday afternoon. I'm wasting my time, I got nothing to do. I'm hanging.
Hello, my name is Gerardo Viola, and here in CNN News we will have an interview with a boy named Shumel. He lived in the Holocaust. Hello Shumel, my name is Gerardo. How are you?
Very fine, and you?
Well, I have a couple of questions to you. The first one is, from where do you come from, and how do they brought you to the concentration camp?
I come from Poland and I'm 9 years old. I got here a few years ago. The Nazi soldiers took me and my family to a small apartment with 11 more people. We had our rights taken away. A few months later, they took us to trains and to the concentration camps, and there all this began.
Samuel, so what happened when you were in these small apartments, and what happened when you were in the train?
Apartments, also called ghettos. We were 11 people living together. All the people that were there were Jewish or other people. It was based on not pure Germans. I suffered by the fact that one older kid punched me every day and nobody could stop me. It was a hell. In the trains, we were about a week ago or 10 days stuck in there. They didn't give us any food or water. We need to survive by our own.
When you were sent to the concentration camps, were you separated from your family?
Well, when we got to the concentration camps, Nazi soldiers separated us into men and women groups. From that point, nobody else could see their moms or sister again. The soldiers, in my case, separated me and my father together, but after some time, he was missing, and I didn't know where to find him. They separated my father and we couldn't be able to see my mom again. I only saw my father.
What was it before you went to the ghetto?
Before we went to the ghettos, I had a daily routine, me and my family. Until one day, I came home from school and my mom was making armbands with a star for each. These armbands were required for us to wear them every day we left home. These armbands were only for the Jewish and the guys we can to identify.
Before you went to the concentration camps, do you have any idea of what life was it?
Place, but I never thought it was going to be a killing center. I was a Jew, and I wouldn't imagine someone trying to exterminate us for what we believe. It was terrible, hard to understand, but we need to live with it.
Was life at Auschwitz?
Right. No food, no liberty, excessive work. My dad and I lived in terrible conditions, and we needed to support it. We only had 3 meals a day, and it was soup and things that we couldn't even eat. Also, I saw people in different places around dying of hunger, which was not nice.
How did the soldiers treat you?
Nice at all, in general. It was hard to consider that soldiers were the authority, and they could do anything with us, what they wanted. Also, few of them that really thought about us, our situation of health, hunger and families, could maybe take something into consideration when they were basically punching us and making us work.
The first time you met Bruno, was it hard to get confidence?
It was not so hard because when I met him I felt a certain connection towards him because he was all of my age, and although his father was a soldier, he did enjoy life either. We had love towards exploration and other things. We had things in common. We talked every day, and it was a lot of fun. It was my only friend there.
Bruno decided to give you
My
food.
friend decided to give me food because it was part of friendship and because he saw me very skinny and he had that clue that soldiers didn't feed me enough, so he thought of sharing some of his food since he had a lot at
When
home.
the soldier Kotler saw that Bruno was giving you food, and he asked Bruno, "Do you know this guy?" Bruno said no. What happened from your mind?
When he entered the kitchen, my heart stopped. It was the worst feeling ever. He treated me very bad. And then when Bruno tells that, I didn't know if I felt like confused or not. He didn't defend me, and I was not mad at him. He was really scared, such as I. He was very bad. He didn't treat us.
This time, it took you to forgive Bruno?
Short time to forgive him because when we talked, he apologized, and I knew that his punishment would be very hard if he had defended me. It was the best for both of us.
How did it feel when Bruno told you that you were his best friend for life?
Happiest person in the world. I had finally had a friend. And I was very sad that I couldn't be able to say the same because at that time we were in the gas chambers. It was a lot of noise. The only thing I knew was that his last words.
CNN News. And in the interview, Samuel was very nervous because for him, remembering this experience was very hard. See you next time.
The advice we would like to give to 8th grade students who are studying the Holocaust this year is
Never forget it because it was an important point in history and
Also because a lot of people died, a lot of innocent people died because just one man didn't like their religion.
and take it seriously because this is a topic that you will never forget and that we will not want to happen again. It should never happen again. We know all the audience must be impressed and astonished with this topic because it was a very serious one, and a guy who passed from it talking about it is more impressive. As you can see, Shumel tells the story of his life as in the questions we ask him by order. You will never forget this. We hope you enjoy it. See you next time. CNN News is to serve you. We did this interview to interview someone from the Holocaust, one of the most terrible acts that have happened in history. This is for the audience that can hear us to know how people's rights should be respected and what happened time before when they didn't. We should all be equal. This can never happen again or something like this. People should be astonished and impressed and stop and avoid these things to happen. We should all cooperate. Let's do this together. Come on.